So tell me a little bit about your grandma. It's like she had a large impact on your life.
Yeah, man. My grandma like holds my family together on my mom's side. She's like the sweetest lady I've ever met in my life. Like, and she always like just cares for everybody, and she always cooking.
So you gonna be going home for Thanksgiving?
No, I'll be on tour still.
You just gonna call to tell them she cooking?
Yeah. I wish I was going home, man. I wish I was going home for Thanksgiving, but I'll be home for Christmas, so it's all good.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about the tour. How's it been going?
It's been crazy, hella crazy. Every night's been wild. The crowds are insane. For real. It's just been a fun experience with all my homies, and then to go with ASAP Ferg and Cardi is even more better.
How's the crowds been receptive to you?
Pretty good. There's been one or two tough crowds, but for the most part, everybody's been like stupid lit.
What city was that? The crowds were tough.
Just a few cities. I shouldn't name them.
No, name them. You gotta name them. You have to name them, because I know Houston showed you love.
Houston showed me some
Dallas
love.
Showed you love.
Dallas always shows me love.
Okay, then you gotta tell me who the weak city, so we know.
I can't. I don't wanna do anybody like that.
Were they in the South?
I love them. Next question.
All right. So tell me a little bit about the 1207 movement and you guys, because you know that's a bunch of your homies, correct?
Yeah, it's all my homies, all my brothers. We come from Lemon Grove, California. That's what 1207 means. Because L is the 12th letter in the alphabet, and then G is the 7th. But yeah, we're just like a collective of fucking creatives. Like we shoot videos, edit our own videos, we produce, we rap, sing, like we do a bunch of stuff, graphic design. It's just like a whole wild ass creative squad.
You know, you say that, and I think about the Chill Bill video. It just looks like a bunch of you and your homies just rolling through the city.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in 1207 in the video. But yeah, that's just basically what it started, just us being homies, like just getting into shit. And then we got into music, and it blew up.
Now, when did you get into music? Because you went to Atlanta for a little bit to go to school, correct?
Yeah, I got into music like right before I moved out to Atlanta, but I started like recording in Atlanta, and then I moved back to Atlanta after a few months. I mean, back to San Diego from Atlanta after a few months, and then that's when I linked back up with everybody in 1207, and we ran from there, you know.
Now, Atlanta's a big hip-hop town. A lot of down south artists come out of ATL.
Yeah.
I mean, what was that like? Did you get to work with anybody while you were there?
Nah, that was my beginnings. I didn't know anybody really. I think the one person I met was DJ Drama, but he denied that he was DJ Drama. I wasn't like a rapper then yet. That was just beginning, you know what I mean? So I feel it. But I didn't really work with anybody in Atlanta. It was just me going to the studio, just like basically teaching myself what's up.
Did you take any of the style and the sound from Atlanta when you went back to Cali?
The only thing I took from Atlanta is it makes me want to make more bangers, you know what I mean? More upbeat shit, because most of my stuff is like chill or like kind of emotional. So Atlanta makes me want to keep them bangers in there, you know what I mean? Hey man, bangers, get more weed so you can break down too, man. I want to roll blunt too. My dad has more weed. The rest of my weed. Right.
Now tell me a little bit behind the concept of a Chill Bill, because that beat, that's set. First of all, when it starts out, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I was like, where did that come from?
Yeah, well, I first heard it in the Kill Bill movie. That's where I got the name Chill Bill from. I first heard it in the movie, but I don't know why Perp Dog chose that sample, man. But Perp Dog, shout out to Perp Dog, he had made that beat, and then Davis had found the beat on SoundCloud and played it for me, and it was just like instant love, because Kill Bill is one of my favorite movies. So once I heard it, it was just a go. It was pretty natural. Like, I don't know how to explain it.
Well, it's definitely live, and it's trending now. Everybody on social media is doing it. People are dancing to it. Man, were you kind of surprised how fast it took off?
Yeah, definitely. I knew it was gonna take off, but I didn't expect it to happen like this fast or like the way it did. You know what I mean? But like, it's dope.
How did you know that you had like really popped? Like, what was the sign that you had really popped? Like something different, somebody coming up to you, or did you see people trending or atting you?
when them offers started coming in. I mean, I knew that something was different from the start, like with myself and my whole squad. Like, I just knew we were different. I knew we were gonna pop one day. Like, it was just something about us. But yeah, when the deals started coming in, like everybody started throwing money at me. That's when I knew for sure, like,
oh, your life is about to change.
Yeah.
Tell me about the deal that you got with RCA.
Oh man, RCA is lit. RCA is, you know, they love like my whole squad and my whole like creative mind. I'm about to start working on my album soon, so it's gonna be lit.
Now, what is the creative process for you when you go into the studio and your team? Because y'all different.
Yeah, we're all different. For me, I like the room to be dark and like controlled, and a lot of I smoke a lot. Yeah, but I like the room to be dark and like controlled and like just high energy. You know what I mean? The only time I like the lights on in the room is just like we're making like a banger, like some like hype track or something. For the most part, I like the room to be dark and like I don't like randoms in my studio sessions and stuff like that. But as far as like the rest of the squad, like I don't know, everybody's creative process is different in the squad. It's wild. Like I don't know, something you have to witness, I guess.
Yeah. Do you write when you get in the studio, or you write before you go to the studio?
I write mostly when I get in the studio. I used to write before, but now it's like usually all just like in the studio.
You know, you're only 21 years old. I can only imagine what you have set ahead of you for in the industry. I mean, because you're so young.
I don't know. Big things, I hope.
What do you think your goal is, like, in the next 5 or 10 years? Like, it's just cause crazy.
To have all my whole squad, my whole label on. I started my own label, 12-7 Worldwide. Me and the homies. It's just something we like I said, it's our whole collective, but now we putting a real plan behind it, a real business behind it, you know what I mean? So yeah, I just want to, you know, I'm shooting to get everybody in my squad paid and a career going of their own. That's my main goal.
San Diego is so different. You wouldn't expect rappers to come out of San Diego, and people will always make it a play. The only person that's come out of there is Nick Cannon, and obviously he's not a real rapper, but he's a businessman.
Yeah, definitely.
And he's always turned it into some cash.
Yeah, respect to Nick Cannon. People be hating on Nick Cannon. He's a real Dago, you know what I'm saying? He was on Nickelodeon, he was a rapper.
Married Mariah Carey.
I was just about to say that one. He married Mariah Carey. Like, people be hating on him, but I got love for Nick Cannon. 619 all day, you know.
How is San Diego played into your sound and your whole vibe and style?
It's everything. I am San Diego.
You are technically now like you put the city on now. Like you like the mayor of San Diego now, low-key.
I know. I need that key.
You need like your own Rob Stone Day.
Yeah, it's coming. I need Rob Stone Day. I need free Charger tickets for my whole squad, my family. I need Padre tickets. I need everything. For real.
So tell me, out of artists that you haven't worked with, who do you really want to work with in the industry?
Kid Cudi, man, and Wiz Khalifa. Wiz Khalifa for sure is my favorite rapper, but like I really want to work with Kid Cudi and with him. So, like,
I can see that.
Yeah, Kid Cudi gave me the juice, and Wiz just gave me the sauce, I would say.
Outside of Cali, who are some artists that you listen to that you would say that are in your like playlist?
Right now?
Yeah.
21 Savage, Uzi, Future, a little bit of Drake, 1207 Squad.
Of course, the 1207 Squad.
My damn self. But yeah, mostly lately I've been listening to myself a lot. not like just like because I'm like arrogant, but it's like I listen to myself a lot to try to improve. Like I'm already over like my like latest work. Like I'm ready to like. I feel like I evolve every time I finish a project.
You know, so funny because Andre 3000 said that. He even got to a point where he got tired of even performing some of his tracks or his hits.
Yeah,
you think you'll get tired of that?
Yeah, eventually. Eventually I will. Right now, I'm still getting into it. It's still fun for me. But eventually, I'm sure I'll want to perform different stuff.
Absolutely. People always say this, how they knew that they made it. How did you know that you had made it? Outside of the deals, I mean, what type of love were you getting online and like social media?
Social media love is crazy, and like online, it all started for me online. You know what I mean? Like it's always been love online. But my made it moment was like, I want to say in Louisiana. We was in a small town. I never even heard of this town, and we went, and like the crowd was like one of the best crowds I've ever performed in front of. And like when my song Chill Bill came on, like they were singing all the words, and that was kind of like I made it moment. Like it kind of like, yeah, like when it happened, like I stumbled a little bit.
That's dope though.
Yeah, it's wild.
So I mean, what's next? Other than the music, I'm pretty sure. Other than the label, I see different stuff for you. I see you not just sticking in one. Like now that weed is legalized and recreational, and
oh yeah, I'm like an ambassador or something for Weed Maps now. So if you're looking for my Weed Maps promotions, I'm about to drop a baby like clothing line because I got a baby boy. So I'm about to drop a baby clothing line. And then more music from 1207. We're working on 1207 album right now, and then I'm about to start working on my album after that. And visuals, I'm about to drop a video called Rolling Stone, so you're looking for that too. It'll come your way.
Yeah. So what do you want the fans to take away from your music and, you know, the whole 1207 crew? People who've never seen you and never been exposed to you before yet.
The truth and happiness, that's it.